Welcome to the Building Web3 podcast. Today, my good friend Kevin. He is the co-founder at Bitlayer. And before we get too deep into Bitlayer, give us a brief introduction into your background and what were you doing before you got into working at Bitlayer?
First of all, thank you, Jax. Thank Jax for the invitation. I'm very honored to be here to talk more about myself and talk more about the big layer projects and our vision there. And for me, I joined industry in 2017. From day one, I'm building L1 and L2s. I joined Hobby Group, which is the largest exchange in the world at that time in 2020, and I was leading the blockchain in block departments for of Hobby Group, which we have about 300 engineers there, and we launched Hobby Ecosystem Chain with 4 million transactions a day and 14 billion US dollar at late 2020 and early 2021. The number even for now is a good number. And totally, I have launched about 4 EVM compatible chains and 2 Ethereum loadups, ZK loadups, and 1 MPC platforms. And myself is I think myself is 2 roles. First is director, technical director. Second is architect and engineers. I also myself is also a DeFi user. Thank you.
Absolutely. And could you give us a brief introduction into what Bitlayer is and what inspired you guys to create this project?
Yeah, uh, yeah. I actually we started this project since last year Q3 when I was helping ABCDE Capital, which is one of the leading crypto VCs in Asia, and helping them to for the IC meeting and DD meeting in BDC layer 2 or BDC ecosystem area. And I think most of the project have pitched me before, including Merlin, Bison, and B Square and Arc. So a lot of projects I heard that how the team works and how the solution, what the teams and what the plans. I know a lot, but unfortunately, I think according to my understanding, most of them are building Bitcoin sidechains. We think we can do better when we read the white paper of BitVM. We think we finally can have verification ability on Bitcoin using flow proof or the or even also we can build validated proof when we have OpCat. So we think we can build the native layer twos according to our understanding have been educated for years in Ethereum's foundation, in Ethereum's ecosystem, that the verification ability on Bitcoin L1 is the most important thing. So we started this project. We have several targets. First is to build verification ability using fraud proof, which we have our parallel version of BitVM implementation, and which will be released the code some code in this month and open source. And we also put a lot of research energy on the OpCats. We are boosting that. We are very what we optimistic about is adoption. So with OpCat we can do more and minimize the eliminate some trust assumption of BitVM that we can make things better. So this is the I think it's the first very important target for our project.
Absolutely. And you introduced two concepts I think are very important. Let's talk first about BitVM or UpCat. Honestly, take those in whichever way you think logically leads into the other. Probably BitVM would be first, would be my guess.
Yeah. Um, when we're talking about a big VM, actually big VM and OpCat is the very popular topic in every panels on every seminars and other events. And I think first of all, when we're talking about layer twos, we have been educated for years during the Ethereum ecosystem building the layer twos. So um, there's actually two types of rollups. First is optimistic, and another is ZK. And actually, the core the key for these two solutions is verified things happens on L1, which means that the state transition of L1 should be verified using two methods. First is flow proof, which is optimistic way, and second is validate proof, which is the ZK rollup using. So BitVM is under the approach under the scheme or a framework of flow proof. So BitVM is trying to implement a flow proof protocol on Bitcoin L1. About OpCats, actually it will be is the most promising next upgrade of Bitcoin L1, and it actually is a very simple function upcode, and it just can join the two string together, join the two part of things together, and this actually people have been researching for years. We can have with OpCat, we can build a lot of things, including Merkle tree construction and verification ability. And second, we have covenants, which is some kind of smart contract. And also, with this we can also build the self consensus, the self consciousness means that transaction on UTXO can check it is destination. So this is about the general introduction about BitVM and OpCats. So to conclude, BitVM is flow proof, and with OpCat we can do more to help BitVM better, and also we can directly verify ZK proof on Bitcoin. That means we can build validate proof. So this is why these two technology or two ideas and words are so popular in Bitcoin ecosystem.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit now that we have the base foundations of BitVM, UpCat. Let's talk a little bit about what differentiates Bitlayer because we've talked with a few other Bitcoin layer too. So where's really the differentiation?
Yeah, I think we have several features or several things that we can discriminate us from the other competitors. First of all, we are the first team that proposed to build a Bitcoin layer 2 based on BitVM approach. Uh, right after BitVM proposal last year, October, we have the first one. And for now, we're very happy to see they actually we have more than 7 family members and BitVM family, including Starkware and other teams and Citra and other teams actually. And we have a very clear path of building BitVM implementation since day one, and including several innovations we call Bitcoin friendly effort stack, which we are building start verification verifier without OpCats. This is I think it's the technical part, and also We have been researching OpCat for several months. We have published uh, uh, yeah, I think I have more to talk about BitVM. We now have several engineers full time contributing to BitVM project official projects. We have contribute a lot of codes, including SHA-256 function, and also the chunker, which is a very important components to help to separate the Bitcoin script into a normal size of UTXO, which is a very important part of the whole system. So we are the co-contributor to BitVM project. And also, yeah, I as I mentioned, we have a lot of research work and open source on OpCat because we want to build the future-proof solution with OpCat. This is about the technology part. And second, we have been we have launched our V1, which is pre POS blockchain, proof of stake blockchain with multi-sig. We have several custody, MPC class custody platforms, including Signerhope and Coinbase. And we, from the uh, thanks to our strong operation team, we have a lot of traction here. Uh, if we can see from the DeFi Llama, we can see we are the top one projects, including the TVLs and projects deployed on DeFi Llama on BDC layer two sectors. So, and then third, I think we have we are when we instigate it about the technology, the future of technology, we think the verification ability on Bitcoin not only for us, we actually building a solution for the whole blockchain space. It will be very easy to use toolkit to help any blockchain to build a Bitcoin layer two, to connect to Bitcoin trustlessly and to release to unlock the Bitcoin liquidity. So we think this is very important. In three to conclude, we have very clear path to build fraud proof and validate proof, which means we can build a native Bitcoin layer two. And second, we have a very strong operation team that can help us on the top of Bitcoin layer two sectors. Third, we are open source and make it easy to build to connect Bitcoin and to any blockchains. Yeah.
Now, what are the main challenges or kind of goals you guys are looking forward to? Is it attracting more developers? Is it attracting more users? Is it raising more funds? Like what's kind of the main bottleneck or the main thing you guys are trying to address right now? Or is it just technological difficulty?
Yeah. For us, we at the very beginning of Bitlayer, we try to build a business, which means that we need to earn profits or earn revenue from the blockchain. And layer two have very simple business, which is the business that the profits or the revenue equals the transaction fee we collect, subtracts the security fee we paid, and the operation fees we help the team. So our job, if we want to make it a business, so we need to increase the transactions as soon as more as possible. So we focus on so according to this, we have built the infra, including integrating the the layer zero and other protocol and other and oracles and other infra to help to help to with the how to build the build the apps. So and also we think we think we should, the mission for Bitcoin Layer 2 is to help the Bitcoin holders and Bitcoin derivative asset holders to earn yield or enter the DeFi space in a trustless environment. So this is the mission for this project. So uh, we also think the BTC staking and restaking project actually is the best narrative in this cycle. So we work very closely with this project, including Babylon, Lombard, and and Lorenzo, Sub BDC, to help them to providing a lot of support on Bitlayer, including the security support, the liquidity support, and connection support to the lending protocols and others to help them to build a circulation on Bitlayer. And yeah, so this is the I think is the main target to answer your question about Bitlayer.
Yeah, so you mentioned, collaborations, primarily Babylon, Lorenzo, and then to attract people to the platform, are you guys like doing grants? Are you just showing up to conferences? How are you trying to get more people? Because if there are a lot of layer twos out there, we have the same conversations with all of the
Yeah,
Ethereum layer twos. It's like, how do you, get more people to the platform, or how do you bring in more dApp developers?
yeah. Um, First of all, we use our technology roadmap and solid progress to demonstrate we are building something new and building the real Bitcoin layer 2 to disconnect from the a lot of side chains in Bitcoin sectors. Second, we have very strong operation team. We have a lot of events, including the mining gala, which we join forces with the top projects in our ecosystem to offer end users our users a lot of good points and airdrops and grants for the users to check them to onboard to use the DeFi protocols on our ecosystem. And third, we work with a lot of Web3 wallets, including OKX wallet, BigGet wallet, and other wallets to help to get more traffic from the traditional CX on Web3 wallets and to help to boost uh, both in the user end and the developer end. And third, about the grants, we actually don't want to do the very simple airdrop to users, but we think the developer is the most important. So half our token will go to the developers who contribute to two KPIs. First is the TVL. Second is the transaction they make. They brought to brought to this ecosystem. According to these two rank, we have top builders ranking every day in our website. The top builders will receive the grants from the foundation, and we also encourage them to give away some part of their received tokens to the end users. Through this thing, we think we can help. We can build better ecosystem. We yeah, this is much more to about pretty much about the solution we gave to attract more user and developers.
So talk to us a little bit about what are the existing top dApps there? Is it dexes? Is it liquidity, pools or lending? Talk to us about what the top dApps are, and then what you see are the top areas. Let's say there's a builder in the audience that really wanted to build and wanted to profit from that, of course. What do you think? One, are the top dApps that are there, and then two, what do you think are the biggest opportunities for building on Bitlayer?
Yeah, and about this can we can as I mentioned, we want to make it. We want to build a trustless environment for the BTC holders and its derivative asset holders to earn yield and to play to enter the DeFi protocols. The first direct scenario is the lending protocol. It's called Avalon. Actually, they are doing very good in our ecosystem. Of course, it's a cross chain protocol, and we have about 200 million TV out there. We actually help them with a lot of the liquidity support, and we also have several several dexes that can including the stablecoin dexes and the normal AMM swap in Bitlayer, and which is called macro. And also we have a lot of you earning protocols. One is called DC. We can offer they can offer the stable yield to the deposit users. And about the space, I think it's actually if people believe that Bitcoin have huge liquidity, and if people also can believe we can unlock the liquidity using trustless environments, trustless solution. We do have a lot of things to do on Bitlayer with the help of verification to help to help the protocols. We think we can build a native app for Bitcoin, including the stablecoin, Ethereum, and the new type of staking protocols and the TVL markets. We think with the help of verification ability, people can do more with Bitcoin liquidity because this is the first time they can bridge or to use Bitcoin liquidity in a trustless way. There's a lot to build.
Absolutely. And you mentioned earlier you had partnerships with Babylon and there's another that Lorenzo. I have their water bottle actually right next to me.
Lorenzo Lombard.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about those partnerships and what you guys are hoping to accomplish and what you guys are doing together.
Yeah, actually, Babylon and Lorenzo and Lombard actually share the same investor, ABCD Capital, which actually I'm part-time partners for them, and so we have very close relationship during the whole protocols. About Babylon, we actually have we co-host a lot of events, and also we have potential to work together in the verification ability or the other solution we're going to provide. And we also work with several protocols to build upon Babylon, including the protocol called the protocol the restaking a lot of restaking protocols. that can help us to help the users liquidity can earn different points or several points in one time. And this is and Lombard and Bob and Lorenzo is also our key partners. They actually they are restaking protocols, and they actually most two of them are built upon Babylon, and we have a set or a deal for the users. They put liquidity into big layer. Also, the liquidity can go to Babylon, and then the restaking protocol will issue the LRT or LSDs to the users. So then, with this solution, the users can earn at least 3 types of points in the whole ecosystem. So we also provide liquidity support for Lorenzo and going to provide liquidity support to Lombard because the LRT token should have a liquidity trading pair, should have a trading pair in the blockchain. So we put liquidity there to help them to user can swap their token to Bitcoin to other tokens. Yeah, this is the things we have done to help uh, to work with these three protocols.
Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about, some milestones and developments that the community can look forward to from you all. I know you mentioned a few, but let's just recap them.
Yeah, I think in the coming half a year, there are several milestones. First of all, about the verification ability fraud proof we are building. We will open source soon, and we will launch the testnet in coming 1 month or 2 months, and we hopefully we can have mainnet beta in this year. And this is the milestone one. And second, we hope our operation team can help can push the transaction much better, and like 1 million transaction a day. This I think this will means a lot to the Bitcoin ecosystem and also to us.
Absolutely. And finally, where can people connect with Bitlayer, shout out any kind of social media, any kind of website, and just generally get involved with not only just Bitlayer, but you as well?
Yeah, we yeah, people can find us on Bitcoin on Twitter, of course, and we and also can yeah, if we want to find on Twitter, we can use uh, Bitlayer Labs, and if you find me, and it's 0x Kevin He. So my DM is open and happy to connect to users and developers.
Absolutely. So people reach out to Kevin and Bitlayer. The team has always been quite nice to me. I spent a lot of time with them in Bitcoin Nashville. And if you will be at Token 2049, go definitely connect with Kevin and the Bitlayer team. And if not there, then online. I'll put all the links in the description. Let's continue building the future of Web3.